This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo!
And we are here with episode 2 of season 6 of Creatures and Enemies. And yeah, I decided let's go into a different route and dive into 3 enemies specifically, which are the Warring Triad. Which, yes, they are also in multiple Final Fantasies too, so, which helps.
I was not aware of this.
You didn't know they were in multiple Final Fantasies?
No, this is news to me.
What? Oh, wow.
Because we'll get into it, but it's not, like, everybody knows the one.
What, 14?
No, not 14, 6.
6.
That's the one everybody knows, but yeah, they're
because that's where they were introduced.
Yeah.
All right, so the Warring Triad, or the Warring Gods, are a reoccurring trio of gods in the Final Fantasy series, appearing as bosses or summoned monsters. They are comprised of Sephiroth, the Fiend, Sophia, the Goddess, and Zurvan, the Demon. The Triad has often represented the trio of statues, arranged triangularly with Devilish Fiend and Demon flanking the Goddess. While the 3 are formidable opponents individually, their combined powers are unleashed their signature cleansing ability.
Yeah. They're kind of like, if anything were to happen, like where if they're, we'll get into it in 6, but like, it's very bad if they're not completely contained.
Yeah.
Like world ending if they're not completely contained.
Right. So, speaking of world ending, so we have their appearance in Final Fantasy VI. So the Warring Triad are collectively the gods of magic and creators of the Esper. At the dawn of time, the Triad went to war with one another for fear of their power. Mortals caught in their fighting became Espers and were forced to fight as slaves to the gods. Seeing the chaos their war brought to the world, the gods turned themselves into a trio of statues. The statues were arranged such that they were always to face each other, so they keep their powers in check.
Yeah. So not great, but also good on them for realizing.
Yeah.
That they were. How destructive they were.
Yeah, and Box Girl, cue the Kefka laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. He just slightly pushes one off, like, oh, now you're all screwed.
Right. So in the Gestalian, oh god, I can never remember how to say this stupid thing.
Nailed it so far.
Gestalian Empire acquired the statues. Kefka, Pazlo, seized their power to force them out of their delicate alignment, unleashing their destructive power on the world and causing the cataclysm. Becoming god of magic in their stead, Kefka kept the statues in his Kefka Tower as a last line of defense. The returners were forced to defeat the Triad on their own, on their way to confront Kefka.
Yeah.
So,
fun fight.
Yeah. Gotta love, hey,
literally
these gods, push aside I become God. Oh, I'll just keep them just in case.
Literally
Because,
rips the world in half when they just get slightly askew off of their perfect formation.
yeah.
Just like that game, like if we get a remake of it in the future somehow, that scene is gonna rip. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, yes. So the Crusader Magicite is said to contain a fragment of the Triad's power, summoning three superficially similar entities to unleash their dreaded cleansing, inflicting unavoidable damage on both allies and enemies.
Yeah, not a great move. It's kind of like I forget. I can never remember the name of the move that Freya has in 9, where it's like use this move at your own risk, where it could do damage to your party and the enemy, or just the enemy. It just depends. It's just
I
random.
love AoE attacks that hurt myself.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. 6 dragons. Thank you, Box Girl. I think yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I
One
think
of
that's
her
right.
one of her moves,
It's one of them. That's one. So they also show up in Final Fantasy IX.
which is news to me.
so,
I was
th-
not aware this was a reference.
so three statues in the desert palace appear to be an allusion to the Warring Triad. The outer statues are demonic creatures. The left titled "Promise of the Evil God," and the right "Truth of the Devil." The middle statue is angelic and is named the Illusion of the Goddess.
And if I'm thinking of what, if it is what I'm thinking it is, it's basically like 3. You're on like this little platform on either side, and you have to light these candles to make shadows go.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's what it is. So when it shows the shadow for one, it's like a devil, and when you light it another way, it's an angel, and you have to light them a certain way to open the doors. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And if that is the case, that's awesome because that's one of my favorite areas in the game.
Yet he didn't know.
I I didn't know it was a reference to that. I just thought it was cool.
Wow. Final Fantasy fine, super fan here. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, little did
And
I know it
then,
was a 6 callback.
obviously they show up in Final Fantasy XIV because, just like everything, everything's in 14.
I also don't remember this at all.
You never did these?
I
This
may
is
have, but I don't.
post Heaven's Ward. Is where all this is. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Heaven's Ward. So the Warring Triad is a group of 3 primals: Sephiroth the Fiend, Sophia the Goddess, and Zurvan the Demon. They were the first primals of the Allegan Empire, successfully bound, a technology they later used in the construction of Dalamod. They remain bound in Alazalia. Inside the flagship at the center of the floating continent, 3 statues atop the flagship bear their likeness. Can't believe you never noticed that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember this at all.
Well, these
Where
are
was?
trials, so these were all optional trials.
I'm certain I did them, but I just don't
So,
remember.
uh, Archbishop Thornton of Ishgard traveled to Asia and to pursue the trapped primals, becoming a primal himself and absorbing their power to become a godlike king that would end of all conflict. He was defeated by the warrior light, but his drawing upon the Triad's power weakened their restraints. This began a gradual reawakening of the Triad, causing Ukoka. I don't know. This is never voiced because this is all side content, and that was never voiced. To seek out the warrior in order to defeat the primals before they could escape their containment. With each subsequent patch during Heaven's Ward, the statues of the flagship began showing more wear and becoming covered in moss, signifying the weakening restraints on the Triad. Patch 3.2 started a trial series based on the Warring Triad, which the player character fights all 3, starting with Sephiroth in Containment Bay S1T7, followed by Sophia in Containment Bay P1T6, and Zurvan in Containment Bay Z1T9.
I did do this. I didn't recognize this was
The Warring Triad?
Warring Triad. Good Lord.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
man.
kind of like obvious when their names are the same. And
I didn't.
also, like Sephiroth's theme is, all three themes are for the music is amazing, but they like straight up like it's like a head banging like Sephiroth song. I don't know how
Yeah,
to describe it. Go listen to it. You can find it on
I
YouTube.
remember. I remember these fights now because they were usually on my Wondrous Tales, so I would just knock these out
Yeah,
solo.
no, yeah, there a lot of times are on Wondrous Tales.
They get to 100 Ben, and then you don't get these anymore.
I know. There's so much to do, so little time.
No, plenty of time to play 14.
Sure there is. So the first of the three Warring Triad that we're diving into is the Fiend, or also known as Sephiroth, which is a recurring enemy and summoned monster in the Final Fantasy series. Is a present member of the Warring Triad, a trio of ancient deities. The Fiend is present as a muscular six-armed devil and is often associated with the ice or water elements.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah. So he does obviously show in Final Fantasy VI. So Fiend, along with the rest of the Warring Triad, is one of the three final bosses in the Kefka's Tower before facing Kefka himself. Fiend has the highest HP of all singular enemy target in the original release. It attacks with powerful ice elemental magic, and during the second phase will gain Reflect, Haste, and Image, and use Force Field to grant itself immunity to a random element, making it difficult to hit.
Yeah.
Reflect?
But by this point,
Really?
but at this point in 6, if you're not OP, then what are you even doing with your life?
That's fair.
Which Reflect is annoying because 6 is all about using magic. Like if you're attacking, just wasting your time.
And then we have, obviously, its appearance in Final Fantasy XIV. So Sephiroth the Fiend is one of the Warring Triad's three primals that were defeated by the Allagan Empire and imprisoned for centuries within the flagship of the heart of the floating continent of Ainslia. A statue of his likeness adorns the top, along with the statue of the other members of the Warring Triad. He is said to be a primal once worshipped by a tree-like race who summoned him to defend them from the invasion of the Allagan Empire. Later during the events of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward, his seal begins to weaken, and the warrior light must fight with him within the depths of Containment Bay S1T7.
Yeah. I gotta go look. I haven't been to that area in so long. I'll have to go look at the statues.
It's on
right in the middle.
You have to fly
Yeah.
fly up, and it's in the middle of the flagship. They're really hard to miss. They're massive.
Well, that whole area, it's so I hate navigating it. It's such a pain.
No, I do too, because it's
all
a
the
very
floating different level.
Yeah,
platform.
it sucks. Obviously, when you first start playing it, like when you first get to it in the Heavensward expansion, you don't have flight yet. So,
it's awful.
Which is terrible.
Yeah, it's even worse.
But obviously, when you have flight, it's great, but it's still a pain because there's just so much flying, and the area is just massive because there's just open space all over the place.
Yeah.
No, I think it's as bad as the freaking
Oh God, where is it? Sea of Clouds.
No, I was gonna say Sea of Clouds. What's the one with the ocean? That's like literally almost everything is in water.
Oh,
it's in Stormblood.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh God, the Ruby Sea. Is it Ruby Sea?
Yeah, Ruby Sea. Yeah, I was thinking of the actual Aetheryte trans.
Oh, that's that's Kitigane.
No, there's another one. It starts with a T, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it's the one where the turtle people are at.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Anyway, with his etymology, though, so a fiend is an evil spirit or demon in mythology, which tracks.
Yeah, makes sense. This next part is fun. Look at that, how that's spelled.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Sephiroth, medieval Hebrew form of Sephiroth, also spelled Sephiroth, is which Sefirol is a plural noun in Hebrew, the singular of Sephirah, also spelled Sephirah. The Sephiroth, as described in the Kabbalah, Kabbalah?
The Kabbalah.
Kabbalah, thank you, as the manifestations of God that allows him to manifest in the physical and metaphysical universes. Sephiroth also means counting of numbers.
The last part, not as cool, but the rest of that, pretty interesting.
Right?
That Sephiroth basically means fiend, and also like the manifestation of God and on Earth, basically.
Where have we seen this in another Final Fantasy game? Maybe the one that's right after 6?
What a fun little connection.
Right? And then Majin is a Japanese word. It generally means devil, depending on writing.
Like boo?
Yes.
Sorry, wrong podcast.
It can be translated to devil, evil, or demon god. And
what does boo stand for then? It's bibbidi bobbidi boo, I got it.
Yeah, well, yeah, bibbidi bobbidi boo, yeah.
But that's fun.
Until you get to Diamond, when there's 2 new ones.
Wrong podcast.
What podcast? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's take a quick mid-break, thank our patrons, and we'll be right back.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Cats, this ad is for you. Has your human ever called you picky, persnickety, choosy? If so, Perfect Bistro Cat Food is for you. With ingredients like wild-caught tuna and pasture-raised lamb, tantalizing textures, and delectable flavors that meet even the most discerning cat standards. You're not picky, you're just perfectionists. Perfect Bistro, mealtime perfection for every cat. Have your human visit perfectbistro.com.
All right, welcome to the Middle Show to talk about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for helping and support the show. And a huge thank you to TrueSpeak, our ultimate tier patron. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself, which next Wednesday, is our patron chat. So if you want to join us on our patron chat, go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can also leave us ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words, or a nice Spotify comment, read it out loud next time on the show itself, which we do actually have quite a few today, since we skipped last week because work wanted to kill me. Yeah.
And life wanted to kill me.
Right? That's what the weekend was for, right?
That's right. Oh, God. That made it worse for myself, but yeah.
Oh, we have Naku126 on our Behemoth episode. The only reason the Behemoth isn't so terrifying is because it's safely behind a screen. But imagine living in a world where that thing is real. Yeah, no, thank you.
Not.
Rather not, no. I have to, the summon, the mount we get in 14 from Veteran Rewards alone shows you don't want that thing to be real, because it's literally pure muscle, like a horse. But it's, you know...
Deathclaw's got nothing on this guy.
Yeah, no, watching Fallout. You think that Deathclaw is terrifying? No, look at the Behemoth, which is, 20 times
twice
bigger.
its size. Yeah.
I would say 20.
Depending on which version.
Good point. Depending on the version of Behemoth you're talking about, yes. And then Summer of Heroes also commented on our Behemoth episode. Great episode. Could you do a diamond weapon? It possibly is my favorite out of the enemy weapons or weapons in general. Which, I mean, if we do that, it's going to be a whole, like,
be all
season. Yeah, it'd be a season of weapons if we do something like that.
No. He means from 7. Diamond.
Oh.
Ruby,
okay. Yeah. We could do something like that.
Yeah.
And then Supreme Instinct from our Behemoth episode saying, Happy New Year, guys. Hope the holidays were good for you. I want to ask you guys how you feel about shipping wars. I've been battling on X for weeks in a pool of delusion, LOL. FF7 fandom is toxic AF. Shipping? Oh, are you talking about shipping? Oh, shipping and romance.
Oh.
I'm like, shipping wars? Like,
I feel the same way that I feel about The Witcher shipping. I don't care. It's, put whoever with, well, not whoever with whoever, but whatever works for you, do it.
Right.
I personally, I have
Tifa,
my feelings.
Aerith, I mean, personally, Tifa.
Tifa,
but
obviously.
Tifa's my type, so.
Aerith and Zac, obviously, together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Going to Witcher, Triss, because redheads.
No. Shani.
Shani works too.
Anybody but
Box Girl, don't even start.
Cloud and Barrett. I'm going to call it a yes. Thank you, Box Girl. Cloud and Barrett. The best date option.
And then you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcast in Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizard Rule Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check that out. All great fun. And news-wise, I don't think there's really anything worth in Final Fantasy right now because we're in the new year.
The review embargo got lifted on 7 on the Switch, and reviews are good.
Good. I mean, it's Switch 2, so it would have to be good.
Yeah.
Because the Switch 2 actually runs games really well. It runs Cyberpunk extremely well. Yeah. So, yeah, go check that stuff out. Do you have anything for the mid-break?
I do not. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. That's next week. Patrons, be prepared. That's all we have to say. Be prepared. Specifically, because I think we're doing some sort of bracket, like March Madness kind of a thing.
Potentially. This would have been the most prepared we are for a patron chat if we actually decided on it.
Go with this idea
this early. Yeah, it would be weird for us. This is too much prep for patron chat.
I know. Normally we just decide within like the first 5 minutes we all get together.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we'll decide once we start.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, let's get back into more of the Warring Triad.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
All right, so next in the Warring Triad, we have the Goddess. So the Goddess, or also known as Sophia, is a recurrent enemy and summon monster in the Final Fantasy series. She is most frequently associated with the Warring Triad, a trio of ancient deities, blah, blah, blah. The Goddess is generally presented as an angelic woman astride a giant disembodied head named Barbalo, and is often associated with the lightning element.
How angelic of her.
that's where I'm at too. Like, what?
Well,
I think, isn't it? Isn't the original depiction of angels are just floating heads
with a million eyes and stuff? Yeah, something like that.
So obviously we go in the appearances of, her being in Final Fantasy VI, obviously. So Goddess, along with the rest of the Warring Triad, is one of the 3 final bosses in Kefka's Tower before you facing Kefka. Though Goddess has the lowest HP of the 3 Warring Triad members, she can inflict several
debilitating, yeah. So she's inflicting debuffs.
Bunch of freaking debuffs. Effects such as Confuse. She can counter any regular physical attack with Overture, which forces the target to cover all incoming physical damage for the Goddess. Her signature Cloudy Heaven will apply Doom to the entire party, while also automatically infecting Zombie on any fallen party members.
Yeah, give me the one with all the HP. That one I prefer any day of the week over
Doom,
all this,
which sucks, by the way, because eventually Doom eventually infects instant death, right?
Yeah, and then Zombie on top of that, so it's like, oh, you're dead, and now we can't heal you because Zombie.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Fun.
Stupid. Yeah. So then, obviously, and also Final Fantasy XIV, so Sophia the Goddess, is one of the Warring Triads and 3 primals that defeated by the Allegan Empire imprisoned for the centuries on the flagship. A statue of her likeness adorns the top along with the statue of other members of the Warring Triad. She is attended by 3 Dimagers, thralls so extremely tempered by her that her skin has turned the same glossy black as theirs. Or as hers, sorry. Their skin turns as black as hers. During the later events of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward, her sail begins to weaken in the Warlight Mess Fighter and the depths of Containment Bay P1T6. Yeah,
these are not when you're doing these fights synced, they really suck. When you're doing them unsynced, they suck a little bit less, but definitely not as bad as synced because they're not the most fun fight.
No. Well, and look, with this being an MMO, things are a little bit, I wouldn't say easier, but you have more help.
You got more help.
You got more help.
You have people who can heal you
help.
whenever I, as the DPS, inevitably die 10 times during the fight. At least somebody's there to raise me.
That's true. That's very true. And we actually have a behind the scenes. So in Final Fantasy X, Unacelia appearance.
Alaska. I'm not gonna let that one go.
Sorry. Appears seem to be based on the Goddess artwork that is the same position as the Goddess, and her third form during the boss fight has her mounted on the back of a Medusa-like head similar to the Goddess. Like the Goddess, Unalessia favors turning the party members into zombies.
God, that fight sucks.
I remember. Oh, that's okay. That's her.
Okay. Right towards the end. Yeah, it's probably my least favorite in the game. It's
thank you.
So obnoxious because it's 3 phases. You get through one, you're like, whew, okay, I gotta be, and then boom, another phase. And then the last one, which is just brutal.
So, okay. Because it's been a very long time since I played 10. But, like, with the phases, it's like, oh, one phase, alright, cool, killed her. Oh, no. Oh, killed her again. Oh, no. That just reminds me of Rebirth's final fight. Where it's like, all right, cool, killed. And he keeps going and going and going and going. And just, oh my God. Yeah. So, getting into her etymology. So, a goddess is a female deity with supernatural powers. Goddesses most often have feminine characteristics, but they may be represented with characteristics with both masculinity and femininity, or the characteristics that do not conform to any binary gender. In some traditions, such as the classical Greek and Roman, it is common for personifications to have abstract concepts like victory to default to feminine representation, which may or may not be treated as a goddess in its own right.
Yeah.
You look so confused. The goddess of victory.
Well, it's not even saying it. It's saying like the word victory is like
the concept
of like
victory.
A feminine, yeah. It's
because
interesting.
the Greek and Romans were weird. I mean, look at their
Yeah.
pantheons. They're
True.
messed up.
True.
Specifically Greek. Zeus.
Just eating
Put it
people,
away.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
He's the problem. Why are there so many problems?
Well, his dad did eat his siblings on the way out of being birthed, so
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's the Kronos, yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
So
Might make it a
while
little
goddesses may be associated with a variety of phenomena, including war, destruction, or death, they tend to be associated with the roles and characteristics their cultures of origin assign to femininity, which may include creation, mercy, sexually and or sex work, or motherhood. Which, yes, it's just how it is. Look at Roman.
The
Roman
goddess
gods.
the goddess of hookers. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing. Or Greek mythology, Athena is the god of war, but she's also a god of nurture and motherhood and all that.
Yeah.
So Sophia,
I'm gonna
what? You gonna stop
leave
there?
that one. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there.
So Sophia, Greek for wisdom, is the central idea in Hellenistic philosophy. I can't talk these big words. Oh God.
Thank God we're not doing a philosophical podcast.
Philosophical, yeah, philosophy. God, that's the word. Hellenistic philosophy and religion. What the hell? Platonism?
Platonism, I guess.
Platonism. Oh, Plato. Yeah. I don't even want to go Orthodox Christianity, Estristic Christianity, whichever. I don't even know what that is. First off, obviously, I never took college classes. I only did 1 year of college, but I never took anything on religion, so this is all over my head. As well as Christian mysticism, and is commonly represented as a goddess. Sophia is also a primary deity in Gnosticism.
Gnosticism.
Sure. As a feminine given a name of Greek origin, Sophia retains the meaning of wisdom and variant names of Sophia and Sophie, among others in Western culture. Barbalo in Gnosticism is whatever you want to say.
The
how
G is silent. Don't look at the G.
Silent? Oh, okay.
G is silent.
Gnosticism?
It's a weird one. Yep.
Is known as Sophia's predecessor, the Aeon, who symbolizes the supreme feminine principle.
Boy, the word police are going to be having a ball with this episode.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then Isis is a goddess in Egyptian mythology whose worship spreads throughout the Greco-Roman world. She was worshipped as the ideal mother and wife, as well as the patroness of nature and magic. Okay.
We're almost through it, Ben.
And then Megami means goddess in Japanese, from two kanji, Una, which is woman, and Kami, which is God. I do know that. At least with the Japanese, I can, I can read and somewhat pronounce some of those.
We are definitely more used to pronouncing Japanese on this podcast than we are Greek and all the other ones.
Greek and Roman is just over my head. And again, I never took anything on. That was my old co-host on Star Wars. He had like a degree in like religion or something in religion, so where he knew all this stuff, and I was like, phew.
Not this co-host.
This co-host is an electrician.
No, I wish. Be making more money. But we made it through, Ben. Anyway, what I was thinking this whole time, and I was going to wait till we got done with this fella, but I don't want to lose my train of thought. This really reminds me of, and I know this is a different podcast, but the what are their names in Star Wars? The mother, the father, and the son. Dang.
That's the oh god,
terrifying ass.
I just talked about it on my show. It was the Mortis gods, the father, the daughter, the son. So the father
That's
being
what
the
it
balance, the daughter being the light side, the son being the dark side.
Yes. Father, daughter, and son. Yes. It kind of
Mortis
reminds me of
gods.
that, where it has to be balanced. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, the last of the Warring Triad. We don't talk about the mother. Oh yeah, no, we don't talk about her. She's only
We don't talk about the
Legends.
mother.
With the mother's only in Legends. Super. We don't talk
don't
about her
wanna
because she's terrifying.
We don't want to conjure that image in our head.
No, God, no. Ugh, it's already came into my head. Stop. All right, moving on. We have Zervan. So Zervan, also known as Demon, Poltergeist, or Polgeist, is a recurring enemy and symbol monster in the Final Fantasy series, often associated with Warring Triad. Zervan is most frequently presented as an armored, halberd-wielding demon with angelic wings and a centurioid bot. Centurioid?
Sure, I've never seen that word in my entire life.
Body is associated with the fire element. Centaur.
I'm assuming that means like a centaur.
So, appearance in Final Fantasy VI. So, Demon, along with the rest of the Warring Triad, is one of the 3 final bosses in Kefka's Tower before he's facing Kefka. In contrast to the Fiend's durability and the Goddess's status effects, the Demon is much more offensive, using powerful attacks that hit the entire party or inflict death.
Fun.
Yay, instant death. Woohoo! So, make sure all your party members have an item that makes them immune to instant death. And you wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah.
So.
Or you'll find out an even easier strategy here in a second.
Yeah. Distinct from the Demon is the Zervan, an enemy exclusive to the advanced and 2014 Matrix software releases, which we found out is the iOS and Android versions.
Yeah.
The Zervan can be encountered in the Dragon's Den. It's attacked with high levels of spells, but due to its low MP and high cost of spells, it quickly ran out. Rasps can kill it as the Zervan dies when its MP reaches 0.
Fun! So all you have to do is zap its MP and you win. So you don't have to worry about HP.
Woo! And then, funny enough, this one actually has another appearance in a different game that we haven't talked about. Final Fantasy X-2. Zervan is an enemy encountered in the Basad Temple, Cactar Hollow, Cavern of the Stolen Faith, and the Villa Infintio. In Sphere Break, Zervan is also used as an alternate name for the Imp family of monsters going back to Final Fantasy X.
It's news to me. Haven't made it that far in X-2.
And then Final Fantasy XIV. So Zervan the Demon is one of the Warring Triads, 3 primals that are defeated by the Allegan Empire. A statue of the likeness adorns the top, along with the statues of the members of the Warring Triad. During the later events, Warlight has to go fight it and defeat it in the Containment Bay Z1T9.
I think that's the last one.
Yeah, no, this is the last one. And then we have its etymology. Yay! So, demon, which is an evil spirit or devil, is especially one thought to possess a person or act as a torturer in hell. So.
Not a great guy.
No. In Zervanalism, which apparently has its own religion, Zervan is the god of infinite time and space, and is the Akamana, or one alone deity of matter.
I wonder.
So it's its own deity.
Going on a Google trip real quick.
Okay,
nothing.
Okay. Nothing.
Don't worry about it. It exists. I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole with you because there's definitely words that
you don't want.
It's not going to be fun.
Oh, okay.
From ancient Persia, basically.
Ah, gotcha. Ancient Persia. You said Persian?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. So in folklore, in parapsychology, a poltergeist, German for nosy ghost, is a type of supernatural being specially responsible for physical disturbances such as loud noises and objects moved around or destroyed. Poltergeists occupy numerous niches in cultural folklore and have traditionally been described as troublesome spirits who haunt a particular person instead of a specific location. Tell that to Peeves and Harry Potter. Screw that poltergeist. I hate him with a passion.
I'm dying over here. I don't like to be a stickler on how you pronounce things, but when you pronounced the German, you said nosy ghost. And I just started picturing a very nosy ghost who's just like eavesdropping on people just because it's a ghost and you never know. It's really tickled me to think of a nosy ghost.
Oh, God. And Kishin is a Japanese word translating to fierce god, alternately known as the wrathful deities within East Asian spirituality. Kishin are deities based around violence and power, but are not necessarily evil in nature, representing a necessary force, naturally the natural emotions of anger, and the need to denounce anything unreasonable, harmful in nature. They are strong in cause of destruction, but not universally associated with evil, as it is often understood in the European Western framework of moral dualism, and sometimes interpreted as angry and provoked sides of normally gentle and merciful deities. So.
Okay. It's kind of like beers.
Okay, I'm thinking of a completely different thing. In anime. Anyway, but yeah, there you go. That's the Warring Triad.
I think it's a little repetitive with the demon and the fiend. They seem kind of the same thing, but
they're essentially the same. But then the goddess kind of like throws it through a different loop. So
the daughter, yes. They weren't real.
So which one's the
Not
father?
Real creative. That's a good question.
Right?
Oh, listen, it's not a perfect analogy, but it just reminded me of that. There's three people in there.
It's only similar because there's three, and there has to be a balance of the three.
I would say the first one, Fiend, would be like the father, because he's kind of a dick in Clone Wars, and then the son would be the demon because he's about destruction in the dark side.
Okay. I could see that.
And then obviously God is his daughter. But like I said, not a perfect analogy, just reminded me of it. So now we know that Dave Filoni is a big Final Fantasy fan. That's what we learned here today.
Yes. And if anybody hasn't heard yet, we did this on Witcher 2, which is fun. At the end of the episode, we're going to go on a Star Wars tangent.
We're just excited.
If no one's heard yet with Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy did retire and step down from being president of Lucasfilm. Dave Filoni and Lewin Brennan are now co-presidents of Lucasfilm, where Dave is going to be on the creative side of things, and then Lewin, she's going to be on the executive side, where she's going to be dealing with a lot of the business and finance stuff. So they split the role into. So one person isn't doing everything at the end of the day, which is honestly really smart.
Yeah.
Especially with
and you get somebody who cares about Star Wars being in charge of creative is a good thing.
Yeah, I keep seeing videos of everybody's saying oh, Kathleen Kennedy. So some people are bashing Dave for some reason. I don't know why. It's dumb.
People do like to poop on him, and I don't get it.
I don't get it because without him, Star Wars wouldn't be back to where it would be without him.
He's stuck with the sequels.
Even the sequel. Okay, I have to admit, the sequels have its moments. Is it my favorite? No,
it does.
But they do have their moments.
Red Room fight.
And then, I have seen videos of Kathleen Kennedy in interviews we don't have any George never did a 7, 8, 9 script. He's never done any of this. We don't have much source material, even though there was an interview when he handed it off to Disney and Lucasfilm, or Disney and Kathleen Kennedy, saying, hey, I made scripts for 7, 8, 9, my own versions, blah blah blah. And this is an interview with Kathleen Kennedy in the room,
But
And
was his
like,
wife there to make it better?
No. This is well after the divorce. So,
well, then
by the way, also,
see what he wrote.
By the way, if nobody knew, his wife, George Lucas's wife, was the whole reason why we got the original trilogy the way it is, because his original trilogy was really out of the world.
Yeah, we would have had American Beauty in space.
But yeah, no. You said Goonies in space.
American Beauty.
Oh, American Beauty. Oh yeah. You said Goonies. It's like that's Skeleton Crew.
That would have been awesome.
That's Skeleton
That sounds
Crew.
great.
That's Star Wars Skeleton Crew. That's on Disney Plus right now. That's
We'll
straight up what it
but...
is. But anyway, yeah, that's all we got on this week's episode. So everybody, there you go. Any final thoughts on the Warring Triad, Steven?
Very uncreative names, but awesome bosses. And now I learned that they're actually in 9 and 14, and I didn't know that. I had no idea that was a reference in 9. Now it makes it even cooler, because that honestly was one of my favorite parts when you're going through Kuja's creepy castle, and you're seeing like the angels and the demons light up in different ways. It's really cool. And I'm like, oh, even cooler, because it's a 6 callback, which makes sense because 9 is just
the love
callbacks
letter.
to the series. Yeah, it's just callbacks.
The love letter and love callbacks to everything prior.
Yeah.
So fun, cool stuff. So next week is our patron chat. So patrons, get prepared for the patron chat, whatever we're going to talk about, which we'll probably won't decide until like 10 minutes before, but you know the drill. Anyway, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Shop up to 40% off with minimum purchase and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Plus, pay at your own pace starting at 0% APR with Affirm. Terms apply.